Today on City Wrestling Radio, the controversy surrounding Sabu's last match. Kenny Omega is going to remain cautious going forward after his recent health scares. And Dominik Mysterio learns all about time zones. All that and so much more today on City Wrestling Radio. Welcome back to City Wrestling Radio. It is May 14th, 2025. I'm your host, Corey Smith, being joined, as always, by my co-host, Mr. Jose Oseguera. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing well, living life, loving it, enjoying it. How are you doing, kind sir?
Doing pretty well, I'm not happy, though. I did end up, I got. I didn't get got. I got myself. I should be mad at myself right now. I don't know. And it's a theme this week. Me and CM Punk, we should be mad at ourselves. These darned kids and they're ripping cards. They're ripping cards from packs and they get cool cards. And you know what I said? I said, you know what? I like Pokemon. I'm going to buy some Pokemon cards. You know how much 4 packs of Pokemon cards costed me?
$90.
Wow. I should have just bought retail, but $50.
What?
For 4 packs. Well, because they're all marked up. Nobody could buy regular Pokemon cards anywhere.
Yeah. No, my kid's been looking for Pokemon cards everywhere. Can't find anything.
But apparently, if you just search up like card stores, they're there. Like, apparently, there was like one down the street from my place. I was like, what? But anyways,
Stonestown has a bunch.
There you go. But I got. I'm kind of mad at myself. Other than that, I'm doing good, man. It's been a long week. A lot of stuff been happening. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. Sure. I think we start this week on kind of a down point. Sabu, man, he passed away. Yeah. It was announced this last weekend. One of the most celebrated hardcore legends, ECW. Well, he's not in WWE Hall of Fame yet. But Sabu passed away at the age of 60. PW Insider was first report on his death. Real name Terry Brunk. This comes just weeks after Sabu competed in a no-rope barbed wire retirement match at GCW Joey Janela's Spring Break 9 WrestleMania weekend. His cause of death has not been released at this time. And as you know, like Sabu, the thing about Sabu is like he was never like 16-time world champion or like, oh my God, this guy, like he was up there. But like he was probably one of the most influential wrestlers of the modern era, because if you see a lot of the guys who do the flying stuff nowadays, they take a lot, especially with the hardcore stuff, they take what they learned from Sabu.
Yeah.
You know,
totally.
So like even Pat McAfee sang in the tribute on Raw, he's like, we all had a trampoline federation at one point. We all copied Sabu.
Yes, we did.
But what are your thoughts of Sabu watching ECW in real time, Jose?
Innovator. A lot of the moves that Young Bucks do nowadays, a lot of these tag team off the top rope moves, him and Rob Van Dam originated. They did a bunch of these double leg drop / frog splash onto tables. Yeah, man, this guy, I mean, if longtime fans of the show will know that on occasion I've been known to enter the show with the Sabu. So yeah, man, awesome memories from this guy. I want to say maybe world champion at ECW, maybe. I know he had a ton of grudges with Taz, and Taz was champ for a while. But man, this guy, it's sad to hear. Relatively young, 60s, pretty young in the wrestling world. 60, maybe not so much.
And this is a couple of years after was it his partner Super Genie passed away. So it's sad to see him pass away. Sabu, to me, I'll be honest, like I was never like, oh, I remember this one great moment and this great moment and Sabu, but I will always remember when Sabu would do that thing when he jumped on the rope and then like balance himself.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God, what are you, what is that? What is that trickery you're doing, sir? Some sort of homicidal, genocidal, suicidal balance thing he does. First off, genocidal. I don't think he's ever
No, no,
committed
yeah.
genocide. Just saying.
It just sounded cool. Back in my day, I was like, yeah, genocide. I had no idea. Um,
This,
but
this video is not getting put in the YouTube algorithm, that's for sure.
well, it's not. No, but I remember he was. It was super crazy. It was the first time I've ever not super crazy the wrestler, but
I was gonna say
it's super crazy that this guy used to carry around crazy glue.
Yeah, super crazy glue.
Yeah, super crazy glue. He used to glue up his scars and his injuries, his battle wounds. Insane, dude.
Yeah,
insane.
That's what I mean. I've heard a lot of people do that. Use super glue to close wounds.
Yeah,
I will never do that. But
no. Give me a good old Band-Aid.
Yeah, I'll just take the Band-Aid. Well, I mean, it's usually for like really big wounds. You know what I mean?
I mean, I have good health insurance. I'll just go to the doctor.
Yeah. But a topic of discussion in the last few days has been Sabu's last match that he did for Joey Janela's spring break, because I think this was a couple weeks ago, or at least a week ago, time back. There was some time ago, but it was after the match before Sabu's death. An interview came out with Yahoo Sports. Joey Janela says the match almost didn't happen because he was told Sabu couldn't walk. In the interview, Joey Janela says, "What do you mean Sabu can't walk?" They said, "Yeah, Sabu's something with his knee. They locked up. He can't walk. And his feet are bleeding. He's not coming. Sabu's not coming." Joey Janela went on to say, Sabu's fucked. I'm fucked. So we talked to indie wrestler Mac Tremont to fill in as a replacement. And I feel like this is going to be the most embarrassing moment of my wrestling career. There were about 2,000 people in attendance, probably one of the biggest spring breaks ever for WrestleMania weekend. And I'm going to have to go out and announce that Sabu once again no-showed and no-showed his own retirement match. Because I don't know if you know this, Jose, but the story of the match was, I remember a couple months ago, Sabu no-showed the Hardcore Hall of Fame thing they did.
Yes.
So that's kind of where this stemmed from. So I think they did a segment earlier in the show to kind of make it seem like Sabu might not be there. And then people were like, "Oh, he's still going to show up," and he did.
Yeah.
But Joey Janela went on to say that Joey Janela said Sabu's team gave him something called Kratom to get him into the show.
I've never heard of that.
So I've never heard of Kratom before. I've heard this is apparently something they sell at gas stations and liquor stores. I've heard of other things coming from terpentine or something like that, coming out of gas stations that are like they're like opiates, legal opiates. So I don't really know too much about this. I'm more of like the old drug guy. Like I know, like ask me some questions about mushrooms, acid, marijuana. I know all that. I know those answers.
Yeah, tell me. I'll tell you all about Dolores Park.
Yeah, exactly. But Kratom, have no idea. But Joey says, he goes, "We were an hour into the show and I said, just get Sabu here." So they gave him something called Kratom. You can buy it at a smoke shop or something. It's like a legal opiate or something. They said he's hopping on the bed. He's hopping off the bed. We're going to get him to the show.
That's insane. I could just picture that. Jumping on the bed, jumping off the bed, jumping on the bed, jumping off the bed.
He said Sabu was definitely on another fucking planet. Everyone backstage was like, "What the F is going on?" I don't know why I bleeped myself there, but everyone's kind of in disbelief backstage. So, yeah, this whole thing happened. He got to the match, though. He did the match with Joey Janela, as everyone saw. It was crazy. Even at one point, Sabu falling into the barbed wire, what they call it, spider web of doom or whatever. And that was a total accident. They had to pick him out of that. So a 60-year-old man falling into, yeah.
It was a misstep too, right? It was a misstep. He like stepped wrong.
Well, see, here's the thing about Sabu is I've heard so many stories in the past couple of days about how Sabu would like work like mess ups. Like he would plan these mess up spots on purpose.
Yeah.
Just to get the fans thinking that he fucked up. But he's like, I got you guys. I didn't really fuck up. And I'm like, well, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, at 60 and your knees weren't working.
Yeah. I mean, probably Probably safe to not do that though.
Yeah.
But responding to criticism on social media following the article's release, Janela reiterated that Sabu's team gave him the drug, not GCW, and he did his best to take care of him during the match, despite spots where, like we said, Sabu slipped and fell off the ring while running into the barbed wire. He says, quote, "We didn't give him kratom. His team did. It's also not illegal. And 85% of professional wrestlers do this, especially the ones on TV." I don't know about that.
I love how they pull the stats out of thin air. 85%. I know for
85%. I did the stats. I talked to everyone in the WWE roster, AEW, and all. I mean, 85% of wrestlers, Joey Janela. Yeah, sure. And that's
15,
a lot.
15% don't. I'm included.
Yeah, I'm the one that don't. So, I mean, so Joey goes on to say, well, F you, Sabu was a grown man. He did what he had to do to get there. I took care of him the best of my ability. I didn't think what happened halfway through was what would have happened. It all to get him to the great payday. It was all to get him to a great payday and one last shine in the spotlight. That night at GCW wasn't about me. It was about Sabu, and I wouldn't change a thing. So, I mean, I kind of see where he's coming from. Sabu, yeah, grown man, whatever, he wasn't forced into the situation. It was just, I mean, it's kind of the dark side of the ring,
Sure. What a coincidence that recently Vice is actually running the dark side of the ring of the original Sheik. I believe original Sheik is Sabu's uncle.
Sabu's uncle, and that's the one who trained him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it's like one of those things. It's really sad to see. It's really sad to see someone go out like that. But I mean, it's the dark side of wrestling. It's all those stories that we heard about in the old days where it's like, that'll never happen. And it's like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. But what a promoter thing to say. I'm just trying to get the guy paid.
Well, yeah.
Joey, I don't know.
But GCW owner Brett Lauderdale did release a statement defending his usage of Sabu at Spring Break at the last Spring Break event, saying he would never put somebody in the ring who he thought was in danger to themselves or others. And any suggestion that he or GCW or Joey Janela forced him to do the match, supplied him with substances, or somehow caused death is irresponsible, disingenuous, hurtful, and false. It's upsetting and discouraging to see people so eager to cast judgment without knowledge of the facts, he wrote. I would never knowingly put somebody who I believed was in danger to themselves or others in the ring, and my track record shows that to be true. He continued to say, I've pulled people in a public and painful manner from big matches before, sometimes literally moments before a match was to begin, and would do it again if I had to. He said he spoke with Sabu moments before the match, and he says he was Sabu. He
not according
Sabu
to
in the past. Well, yeah, I know, not according to Joey Janela. So according to Brett Lauderdale, so Sabu, he's saying Sabu was the same Sabu he's known from the past. The same Sabu he's worked matches for as a promoter and a referee. So maybe Sabu was always just like out of
showing up, and all the wrestlers were like, what the F? Who the F? How the F?
Yeah, I mean, that could be. Yeah.
I mean, don't you think the wrestlers would know better than the promoter guy?
Yeah, I mean, what do you think of this? Do you think any of this? I mean, I guess we wouldn't be talking about this if Sabu didn't die.
Yeah, of course.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the cause of death, we don't know, but
that's what we have to wait for. We have to wait for the cause of death. Could be a heart thing. Could be a heart thing brought on by the what was it called? Trumpelfine?
The
Kratom. Who knows, man? Let's wait for the toxology to come back.
Let's see. What is kratom? Kratom is a tropical evergreen tree. I don't think that's it. It's probably what it's grown from.
It probably is, yeah.
Anyways, well, I mean, yeah. So there's that, and we remember Sabu.
Yes. Those is the family and friends. Yeah.
But I do see where they're coming from. Like Sabu is a grown man. He's going to do what he's going to do. should they have given? I don't know. Should they have given him a stage that to do it on? Like that's
it was a beneficial relationship. Sabu was trying to get paid, and they were trying to get money from the draw.
they were trying to get paid. Yeah. So
Yeah.
everyone was trying to get paid.
Mhm.
So mate. Next up in the news, a little bit of positive news on the health spectrum. Jake Roberts, actually, earlier this morning, it was announced that he was set to undergo heart ablation surgery. I guess it's something's wrong with the rhythm of your heart.
Mhm.
His wife posted on Instagram. She said, Jake's going in for heart surgery this morning, calling all prayer warriors. Good vibes and well wishes are welcome and appreciated. So she posted that this morning, and we do have a bit of an update because the operation was a success.
Yeah.
Later in the day, she went back on Instagram because she loves her Instagram. She said Jake is making outstanding progress and prepared to be discharged. We are grateful for all the prayers and well wishes. Jake is set to take a week off for recovery and then hit the road again.
Oh wow, that's quick.
I just got open heart surgery. I'm gonna be out in a week, babe.
No,
don't worry, I'll be out of your hair. I got to get out of here anyways.
I think they said,
sure you don't want to stay. No, it's okay. It's okay.
I think they just shrunk down a little spaceship and sent them up into his arteries, and they shot a couple walls in the heart.
Oh, you think it was like a magic school bus?
Yes.
Like they shrunk Miss what was her name? I almost called her Miss Cooter, but that's definitely not her name.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, it's kind of like that. I get what you're saying.
Good job, Jake.
So good luck, Jake, on the road to recovery.
Yes.
Somebody who's been on the road to recovery for a while now is one Kenny Omega, because he has been pretty cautious after his recent health scare. As we all know, Kenny suffered from diverticulitis attack in December of 2023 that could have been fatal. Apparently, he was like, if he went in, apparently like 2 weeks later, the doctor said it could have killed him.
Yeah.
At least that's according to Kenny, according to a pro wrestler.
Yeah, but it's pretty serious. I think they cut a huge part of your intestines out.
Yeah. And like I've said before, I don't know. I was told that I suffered from a diverticulitis attack one time. But then it was, another doctor said it wasn't, but then but yeah, it was not fun. I will say that.
Did you cut a fart and then everything was good?
What?
I said, did you cut a fart and then everything was good?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
Okay.
I actually, they gave me one hospital. I went in for ER because I was in so much pain. They gave me morphine for my pain, and then I started hyperventilating for the first time ever. And
holy crap,
I couldn't breathe.
Oh.
And the nurse came in and was just like, "Dude, chill." And I was like, "I'm trying to chill. I can't breathe."
Oh my god, dude, that's scary. Jesus Christ.
But I was a little cautious, just like Kenny Omega has been going forward, because in a conversation on I think it was posted on YouTube with Netflix's Devil May Cry creator. Adi Shankar, I'm pretty sure I got that. Omega praised his agent Barry Bloom for how he handled Omega being out of action. Bloom wasn't concerned at all with earning money from Omega, but just wanted him to be healthy. Omega said that the health scare made him more aware of his own mortality, and he's being more cautious because of that. He said, quote, he's really like family member to me. Absolutely. Omega said that about Bloom. He goes on to say, it wasn't like an obligation because he wanted my money. It was not that at all. It just wasn't. It just wasn't the show me the money type of deal. It was like, show me your doctor's report and tell me you're healthy, or if not, no one's getting their hands on you. That kind of thing. I'd be like, no, I think I could do it. He's like, no. Just wait it out. So basically, Barry Bloom, he's pretty much thanking him for kind of staying with him through the whole diverticulitis thing.
Yeah.
And hey, man, good on him because he knows his investments.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I mean,
pays off in the future.
Yeah. Barry Bloom, if you'd like to cover, represent us for free, you can do that too.
We can use representation. We'll put you over just as hard as Kenny did.
Oh my God, that Barry Bloom guy, he's
Can you imagine Barry?
He cares about this. Here's what's inside.
My tooth hurt the other day, and he told me to go to the dentist.
He said, "You know what, Jose? You should go to the dentist." And
So
I
the
said,
show
"You know
is
what?
important. The show
I
is
didn't
important.
even think of that."
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. One thing. So let's go on to our next piece of information. A little bit of news. Because John Cena says he is not surprised at all by the fans' reaction to saying that he loves Vince McMahon.
I'm not surprised. People are entitled to their own opinion. Everybody has to think for themselves. We all know this.
He was kind of caught. Okay, so this is recently at the Amazon upfront presentation. A reporter for US Weekly, a very brave, doing the job that no other wrestling reporter will do, and asking a real question to John Cena. I'm sorry, but it is like nobody else is going up to John Cena and saying, "Hey, buddy, why'd you say that about Vince? Or why do you people think that about Vince?" Everyone's like, "So this heel turn."
Only Howard Stern, right? Because that's where the comment originally came from.
I mean, I believe that's where it originally came from. I'll give it to Howard Stern too, because he actually asked the question. But this person for US Weekly, I wish I got their name, but I didn't. Asked John Cena if he was surprised to the fans' reaction to the recent comments about him loving Vince McMahon. Cena went on to say, "No, because everyone's entitled to their opinion. Just like I am entitled to having an emotional connection to somebody. I don't hold anybody to how they feel or what they view as permissible or things that make them happy, angry, excited, sad. That's their right as a human being. I am not surprised by any of that. That's how human beings act."
There's no shoes in the house. If you're going to do your dishes, you're going to clean them up right after.
Cena is just like an AI bot, dude. It's like
the original.
Like that I would not judge somebody else's for loving them and having an emotional, physical, even angry connection with somebody. It's like, all right, dude. I wonder what Cena was like back when he was like 18, 19.
He was a
thug. the real Cena. I don't think he was like Doctor of Thugonomics though. I mean, I want to see was he like weird, nerdy, like I work out every day.
I think he was a little nerdy. I think he was a little nerdy, and that led to the everyday workouts. Oh man, they're always picking on me at school. Let me lift some weights. Get buffed.
Let me spit some rhymes. Oh God.
I'm cool
so John Cena, hey, still in love with Vince McMahon.
Still in love with Vince.
Still in love with Vince. Speaking of John Cena, I guess he wasn't even on Raw. He works for WWE, and we watched Monday Night Raw this last week.
Oh, how about that? That premium live event?
Backlash.
Was it premium? Was it premium?
Don't even remember it.
Yeah.
Like I watched it. I watched it all the way through, but like I cannot recall I know what happened if I went back and looked. I'm like, oh yeah, I watched that. I remember that now. But don't really remember much. Everyone that went in as a champion came out as a champion. I believe we tied again on predictions. We need to really make a tiebreaker this time. We need to stop being like, well, I picked one and you picked one different.
Well, we tried.
We need 3 or 5.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was 5 total matches.
I know, but
it's hard to do.
The title is still in limbo right now. The CWR title is still in limbo.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to throw my title chances away just because I think John Cena was going to lose for some reason.
I didn't think Cena was going to lose. Come on. I don't know why I thought McIntyre was going to win. But okay, so the 4-way match was fun. The US title 4-way match. What else was there? There was the Becky Lynch Lyra match. That was all right. John Cena and Randy Orton.
It was paint by numbers.
Yeah, I mean, John Cena is going to win the title every single way now by a belt shot and a kick in the groin.
Yeah, I'm starting to get really agitated with his ring generalship. When he ties somebody up or has Randy in the headlock, he's like, okay, next we're going to throw you to the ropes. And you see him say ropes.
Well, he's going to ruin wrestling for you. Remember that.
Yeah, I guess, but try a little bit.
Penta versus Dom was an okay match until before the Starbucks coffee El Grande Americano came out and gave Penta the headbutt.
Yeah.
And what else was there on the show?
Pat McAfee and Gunther.
Pat McAfee and Gunther, and then there was a women's match, right?
Again, it went the way you thought it was. Yeah, it was Becky and Lyra. No,
Yeah.
was it? Yeah, well, yeah, Becky Lyra.
The Gunther match, Pat McAfee. I don't know. It made
paint by numbers again.
Like I said, it made them look. It made them both look good. You know. Yeah. All right, we kick off Monday Night Raw with CM Punk coming out to the ring. He comes out to the ring. He says he's been really pissed ever since WrestleMania, but he's not pissed at anyone. The person he's most pissed off with is himself. Oh, Punk, we're sorry. You don't have to be mad at yourself. He
Cheer
says,
up, little guy.
He says, we've all been here before. Paul Heyman has screwed Punk before. He calls out Paul Heyman. He said, come out here, you fat little snake. Calls Seth the Temu version of Punk.
That was good.
I have my qualms with, because I feel like everyone is doing the Temu joke now, or the Temu joke now. Like,
you're right.
Oh, you're a Temu version of this. And how is Seth a Temu version of Punk? Like, that's just my question. Like, he's not like walking around like, hey, I'm straight edge.
That's true.
Punk rock. Like Seth seems like a David Bowie type of guy. Like, I could see Seth being on so many hallucinogens while Punk's not doing any. So that was just my call. It was fun. It was nice that he got the line in there. That's for sure. He's trying to.
Yes. Well, how do you know it's mainstream when WWE does it?
You know what it was? It was an old man trying to be cool.
Yeah.
It was Punk as an old man going, these kids are saying this, right? All right. I'm gonna. He says, he's like I said, he's all been here before. But out comes Paul Heyman. But as soon as he walks out comes Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. They're working on Braun's luck. They're getting closer, getting a little closer. But that suit was just a little too tight. Just saying.
A little bit. I think he was going for that.
Last week it was like the jacket that was ridiculously too big, the leather jacket, and now this week it's like a too tight suit.
He went from turtle shell to seal suit.
I'm like, just put this guy in like some gym shorts
and some sweats
and or just a cut off t-shirt. That's all, man.
Yeah,
he looks like a badass.
Yeah.
Or, you just put him in like a pump cover, so the guys at the gym wear before they get their pump on.
Yeah,
because they're too afraid to show their not pumped muscles yet.
Throw it back to the 80s and wear some parachute pants.
There we go. Actually, I mean, that works now. I don't have parachute pants, but some nylon joggers. Seth says Punk has outdone himself this time, calling him selfish and egotistical. He says, this man, Paul Heyman, was your best friend, and you were horrible to him on the road to WrestleMania. He says, I believe you are trash, and I believe you are human excrement, and I hate that you're the reason I'm not champion right now. Seth says Punk loves to play the victim, and he says he believes that could be arranged. That's when Braun goes after Punk, and Seth Braun Breaker beat down on Punk for a second before Sammy comes out. Sammy's taken out. Seth gets a steel chair, but is thwarted by Jey Uso. Sammy, Punk, and Jey Uso fight off the two heels.
Going back to last week, remember when they left Jay hanging? This time Jay didn't have a chair.
Well, it's funny because at first they're like, Jay's on the ground and there's Sammy and Punk in the ring with the two chairs, and everyone's just chanting yeet. And everyone's like, I think they were like, dude, get up right now, because you are going to look like a punk if you don't. Hurry. And that was a good move, because if he would have been in the corner just like, oh, I'm hurt again.
There's your champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, exactly. So
is there going to be a third?
Oh, for
the Heyman, I think they don't need.
There has to be. I mean, it's leading to a tag match, right, between the two. So I don't think there has to be, especially if Jay's gonna. Well, I don't know how Jay fits into this still.
Jay has so much going on.
Jay's got too much going on. Jay, just stop.
Everybody's beating him up.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Next up, we have Penta versus Chad Gable. Gable is, man, he's just so shredded.
He is nowadays.
Like, I just want to put some barbecue sauce on him and put him between two pieces of bread, because this guy's like shredded chicken, man.
Shredded.
There was a nice code breaker to Chad coming off the top rope. Chad tried to rip off Penta's mask, We have a Panama Sunrise to Chad Gable, which I'm pretty sure eventually they will rename it the Tequila Sunrise.
Oh my God.
Just
Yes.
because it's not a Canadian destroyer, it's a Mexican destroyer.
Yeah. Do we know if AEW haters are talking trash about that move? Because they were sure on it 2 weeks ago.
I mean, I haven't heard anyone say anything,
Typical.
but yeah. But anyways, Penta got the pin and the win. Good, solid match. Not too
Good
long.
match.
What did you think of this match?
Good match. I liked it. It had fun.
Next up, there was a Julie and Roxanne of Perez video promo.
Oh, I ate this up.
Still not part of the main roster. They're still technically NXT roster. Makes no sense to me.
Yeah, make the jump. I heard rumors about there being a draft, but it's not so way down the road. Just get it over with. Just bring them up.
Yeah. Well, it could be why they let go of a lot of women recently,
True.
on the main roster, getting rid of a lot to make room for more.
Mhm.
Next up, pure comedy gold. Judgment Day backstage, and Dominik Mysterio, he's like, yeah, man, I talked to Liv, but something's wrong. She said good morning, but it's nighttime here.
Yeah.
And JD McDonough just Dominik, are you not serious? Do you not know what time zones are?
Yeah. He pulled out the skull.
Well, first they're like,
this is us.
Yeah, Dominik walks away, goes up to Finn, says, "Hey man, why didn't you didn't react very fast during my match to help me?" And Balor's right though. I think Dominik needs to take a chill pill because he's being helped anyways. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so he tells him to chill and he'll take care of AJ Styles tonight. And that's when JD pulls out the skull and he's like, "Dominik, we're here. Liv is over here. This is the sun."
Yeah, he moved it around.
Oh, and also Carlito was flirting with why can't I remember her name right now? Raquel.
He say, you're lonely, you want to go out? We can go to dinner.
He's like, hey,
so we can use her credit card.
Your boyfriend doesn't work here anymore. So what's up? Yeah. So I love Judgment Day. They're by far Dominik, like the whole gang, and they have really become, I think, my favorite version of Judgment Day. Like the whole R-Truth, Damian Priest, Dominik Mysterio, that was fun. But Carlito, JD McDonough, Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, Dominik Mysterio, Finn Balor, it's just every week it's pure comedy gold. It's like they're a bunch of high school kids.
Yeah.
And they all gel with what they seem like a Saved by the Bell crew. That's what it is.
Carlito's AC Slater.
Yeah, and Dominik can be whoever whoever they are.
He's Zach Morris.
Yeah. So Pierce could be the was it Principal Balding?
Spielding,
something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Someone's yelling at me at their screen.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Next up, we have Sami Zayn and CM Punk backstage, and they need to work together to take out Seth and Braun.
I don't know if I could trust you. I'm having a hard time trusting people.
Well, I don't know if I could trust you, but I don't know if I could trust you. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to work together. No. I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark. Wild shot in the dark, not a wild shit in the dark.
We're shart.
We're shart in the dark. Next up, War Raiders versus American Made. New Day on commentary. I did love how I think it was Kofi calling Ivar Splash the big boy splash. Not much to this match though. Xavier Woods eventually distracts the ref. Kofi strikes Otis. We have a Brutus ball to Otis, and Julius gets the pin. Most of the match was on commentary. What do you think of American Made as a tag team?
Dude, I barely pay attention. Creeds, I mean, they got tremendous athletic ability. They're cool. They just don't have any charisma. They don't have character yet.
No. There's something there though.
There's something there, definitely. But it's just that right now it's just that, and then the giggle guy.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of got weird when they came to the main roster. Had some weird giggle things. Like they had to have a gimmick. I was like, why do they have to have a gimmick? Just let them be like college guys who like to work out and wrestle.
That's what the original Steiners were.
Yeah. Next up, we have Seth and Braun Breaker backstage. Seth is leaving for the night, but gives Braun an order, whispers something to his ear, and tells him, "Hey, go have some fun, kid." He's like, okay, he got a boss.
Yeah.
Next up, a Jey Uso promo says he's going to beat Logan Paul at Saturday night's main event, which I think is like in 2 weeks. Jesus Christ.
That Saturday's main event is one of those overhyped.
It's
It, it's a
another.
it's a casual grabber, right? So for the casual fans, it's trying to grab these guys that remember Saturday night's main event from back in the day.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
come join us on Raw. You seen this? Imagine what we do on our real shows.
Yeah. No, I mean,
They're always throwaway.
it's fine, but like at the same time, it is like they hype it up like it's a pay-per-view
Yeah.
or PLE. And to me, it's like, how many weeks did we have between Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania? And now it's like, okay, WrestleMania, 2 weeks, bam, 2 weeks, bam, 2 weeks. Holy crap, calm down. And I think, we are under a month away from Money in the Bank.
Can't wait.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Money in the Bank. Don't get me wrong.
It's one of my more favorite pay-per-views. I mean, PLE.
Yeah. It's right after Rumble for me.
Really? No,
I mean, I like Rumble more than Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you mean. Okay.
Jey Uso, like I said, came out. He says he's going to beat Logan Paul at main event. Out comes Gunther and says Jay's not a natural champion, and tells Jay that he's going to have the winner of the match between him and Logan Paul. So, I mean, the clock's ticking on Jay. And when it's going to be up, I don't know, but I don't think he's going to lose to Gunther.
No, he's not losing to Logan.
No. I think he holds it a little while longer. I think after Gunther, though, whoever comes up, whether it's Seth, whether it's
Seth.
It's Seth. Yeah, it's Seth. So, I mean, hey, there you go. There was a Sabu video package, which I think was a really good tribute they did. A little different than they usually do it. Before they would be like, have somebody do a voiceover on a pre-taped package, where this was like during an actual sporting event. Let's say someone passes away, they just threw some videos on the screen, some pictures, and Michael Cole and Pat McAfee just talked about Sabu for a minute. And I thought it was really good the way they did it.
Yeah, and we got a cool little fade of the fans chanting, "Thank you, Sabu."
Yeah. So, yeah, good on them for doing that. Next up, Braun Breaker takes out Jey Uso backstage.
You know what's hilarious?
What's that?
He completely cut out that it was Kaiser getting interviewed.
Did it matter? I like how the interviewers are like, "Hey, Ludwig Kaiser, where the fuck have you been?
You've done nothing lately. Oh my God, something's happening. Goodbye."
Oh, okay, bye. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Braun Breaker takes out Jey Uso, and there's that. And oh my God, this next match, it was like taking people who love the circus to a fine art museum. It was hard to watch because this was one hell of a match.
Yes.
Like I said last week, anytime you get Balor and AJ Styles in the ring together, it's nothing but pure gold. This entire match was just great. It could have been a pay-per-view match. I really liked how AJ caught a kick of Balor, turned it into a calf crusher, which seemed unique. Styles, did the whole dodging a coup de grace, locks in a calf crusher again. I mean, this match was just great. Styles clashed with Balor, kick out. Carlito and JD try to get involved. Penta takes out Carlito. We have a destroyer to Carlito. I don't know if Penta was just selling at that point, but he was holding his bum afterwards.
Yeah.
So there could be that. We have a phenomenal forearm to Finn Balor, and he gets the pin and the win. The thing about this, like I was saying, taking circus goers into a fine art museum is just this crowd was dead for this match.
I know why.
Why?
There's no stakes. There's nothing at stake for this match. It was just a throw together match. It wasn't beat him and then you get a shot at the title. It was there was nothing announced. It was a great match. I wish there wasn't a pin. I wish it was more open ended.
Yeah.
To lead into a continuation.
Yeah.
To continue the feud. Well, this is an actual feud. This was just a match.
Well, remember, this is going to lead to Dominik and AJ.
Kinda.
Yeah, I mean, But yeah,
I mean, we know it is, right? But
yeah,
it wasn't like, oh, if it wasn't sold that way. Oh, if AJ beats Finn, he's gonna get a shot at the title. It wasn't sold at all. It
yeah.
was
No,
just,
I
oh,
think
this match is great.
it was just Balor saying he's going to take out AJ.
Mhm.
What do wrestlers mean when they say I'm going to take somebody out? Does anyone actually mean like when has anyone ever beat somebody up so bad that they miss so many weeks that they can't participate in their match?
Yeah.
Ever. This never happened.
Yeah.
They always come back in time.
Well, maybe once or twice it's happened by accident, but
By accident. Yeah, exactly. So this is a great match.
it
Can't
was.
understate
I
it
mean,
enough.
and to just waste it on a Monday night like that. I mean, I love that I got the match, but I hate that there was no meat to sink my teeth into.
Yeah. Next up, Becky Lynch cuts a promo, and oh my god,
Not a fan.
Becky.
You
Yeah,
know what there's a highlight to this.
what's that?
Fighting back those what chants.
Did she though?
I thought she did.
Those fans fought through because all she did was this. She just talked really fast, so the fans wouldn't get a chance in Edgewood. And she just kept talking because one of them on Saturday
What?
she had a match against Lyra Valkyrie, and that was
What?
Lyra's fastest match. And I was like,
What?
Becky, it was
What?
just she
They
got
kept
flustered.
She did.
She did get flustered. She
But
just started
did.
talking too fast,
Mhm.
and she was trying not to let the fans get the what chants in, but
Mhm.
those fans were so determined to
Yeah,
get
they
the
were.
what
Yeah.
chant in.
Yeah. But I mean, that was a match in its own, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then the fans go over with the pin and the win. But this promo wasn't even anything. Like, what did she say? I beat up Lyra last week at Backlash. She won. I didn't, but she's in the hospital. I'm not. Watch out, women's division. I'm Becky.
No, you know what it was? It was Twitter fingers on TV because she was like, "You fans are complaining that I'm a certain way. Well, I'm gonna be that way. I'm
You
taking
fans.
advantage, so I'm gonna take advantage. I'm
mean
gonna bury people. I'm gonna bury people."
you mean when she came out years ago and said it was you fans that booed me? I'm like, no, we didn't. We cheered you. I had a Becky 2-belt shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. I loved you, Becky, and you're turning your back on me. Not fair. But
there is a community that gave her crap for coming, and like she writes the shows, for coming in and taking Bailey's spot and getting the title shot and all that, right?
I think it's time for Bailey to come back. Where is she, man?
Yeah, I thought she was going to come back this weekend. She never
think
did.
too. I think it would have worked better if, well, I don't know. Lyra did look pretty good getting that win. So
Yeah.
Anyway, next up we have a Rusev video package. He's just saying he didn't want to hurt Otis. He says he was programmed by lesser men. And he's saying, "Do you think these people care about you?" Basically, he has this thing where he's trying to like make people know that like WWE doesn't care. Is it WWE he's talking about, or like their God? I'm
or
a little
AEW from last time,
right? Because he's saying like these people don't care about you. I will show you the light.
Yeah.
Like, do you think they will fight for you? Do you think they care about your fight? It's like, you talking about WWE or what?
Yeah,
but I would like to see like Rusev like turn some people, like have a couple people with him. Maybe put some Tozawa against with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you said that, all I could picture was Otis and Tozawa dressed up like the APA.
Do it.
But when they were the acolytes with like the pentagrams on their chest.
APA protection, but
no,
before
acolytes. Yeah, the acolytes for the ministry.
Hells yes, do it.
Next up, Tozawa backstage asking for a match against Rusev, but Adam Pearce is like, nah, you're not going to get a match. In walks Pinky Blinders himself, Sheamus. He's carrying his shillelagh, and he wants a match against Grayson Waller for next week. And
coming off kind of heelish, huh?
Yeah, I was like, all right, dude, like with your nice green leprechaun looking hat. Not a leprechaun looking hat, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it.
It does look like if you say Pinky Blinders, you look at Sheamus, you're like, yeah, that's that. So
I think my prediction's coming to fruition.
What's that?
He is going to be Grayson Waller's mentor.
Could be. I think we're going to get Sheamus versus Rusev at a pay-per-view because it seems like we're getting that road. So because I think eventually he's going to try to enlighten Sheamus.
Hmm.
Oh, and maybe then he can enlighten Wade Barrett, and then Alberto Del Rio, and then we have the League of Nations back. Yay!
Jesus God, though. That was a dark time.
Very dark times. We choose to ignore those times. Next week on Monday Night Raw, we have Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Who's facing who? I don't know. Penta and AJ versus Balor and JD, which is going to be a very good match. I will say that right now.
Yes, it will.
Sheamus versus Grayson Waller, and Braun Breaker versus Jey Uso in a non-title match. So,
and they went out of their way to say that. Not for the title. Not for the title.
So you know who's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Julia and Roxanne Perez.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody should have cued Roxanne and Rhea into something because they were dressed almost exactly alike.
They were like not doppelgangers, but like I'm the evil one.
You know what it reminded me of? Do you remember? Do you remember the cat?
The cat, Lawler's wife?
Yeah. Lawler's wife at one point. Yeah, but she had that gimmick where she would dress up like China, remember?
You're right.
And she looked like, and she even came out like they both had like the fireworks gun at one time. They're wearing the exact same thing. They can get something with that.
They can.
Like some sort of storyline there. I'm just saying. What if Roxanne's like, no, Rhea, I love you. I want to be exactly like you. You're my mentor.
Yeah.
Or you're my idol.
And the dimensions are very similar too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Hurricane Rana to Rhea by Rox. It was a cool spot though when Rox goes for the pop. So this is a kind of a cool spot. So Roxanne Perez is going for the pop rocks on Rhea Ripley, but she just slides off the back of Rhea and gets a missile drop kick by Io Sky. I thought that was pretty cool and pretty seamless. I will give it to Roxanne Perez for that one, even though still think she's not a great heel. I will take the heat for that, but hey, Roxanne goes for a crossbody on Io, but Rhea pushes Julia into the move. We have a riptide to Julia, the pin and the win. What did you think of this main event?
They closed it out good. I like how it ended. There was, there was drama, there was excitement, there was athleticism. I had fun. This is good. I liked it.
And Io, man, she is just getting popular and more popular every week.
Yeah. And everybody needs to take a chill pill. So she looked at the belt. So what? Rhea at the end. Oh, she's inserting herself into the main event picture. She's
gonna win that title again.
Yes,
we know. I think Crown Jewel in Perth.
Yes, of course. The home crowd, that building's gonna pop its brains out. Yeah, man.
You know what? Does strike me weird about that Perth Crown Jewel is that Crown Jewel has always been a Saudi show, but now the Saudi shows are spreading.
Yeah. Oh no.
Just a little, just something I thought of.
We're getting Night of Champions, right? That's the first Saudi show this year.
Yeah, I think so. Before we get out of here, I'd like to introduce a new segment here on City Wrestling Radio. It's called Food for Thoughts. It's because we're the hoes over there, and it's something to ponder. Was that
those hosts over there?
Oh, those hosts over there. There we go. Those hosts over there. So last week, Will Ospreay, I believe, spoke with the Sun, and he says he's not a very big fan of WWE. He goes on to say that he has respect for the company, but he's never been a really big fan of the wrestling they offer. During the recent interview to promote Forbidden Door 2025, he gave his thoughts on WWE, saying he was a fan of the company as a kid when it got started, but think it got kind of lame as a teenager. There were wrestlers that he enjoyed, like Eddie Guerrero, Edge, and Randy Orton, and cool moments like CM Punk's pipe bomb. But Ospreay says he got bored of the quote recycled product. Jose. What are your thoughts on Will Ospreay's thoughts?
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Well, I mean, we all go through that phase.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But this is coming from a guy who's like the top guy in the industry.
Yeah.
Or one of the top guys.
And you know what? He has a habit of doing this. I'm thinking that he's taking it up as his gimmick now.
I personally think things like that. Hey, look. I'm not successful like him. He's way more successful than me. He's obviously made way more smarter decisions than I have ever made.
Sure.
just my first thing I think of though is like, is this a good look for you as a worker? You know, like you're closing doors right now by just saying this. You're automatically saying, I will always work in AEW. This is where I want to be, and I will never be in WWE.
He will be.
I know he will be.
But
I think this
of what he
is kind
says,
of
Triple H knows what's good for business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows that because WWE threw jabs at AEW just last week.
Well,
They still throw jabs
every week. I mean, the whole
Yeah.
buying or acquiring AAA is a jab at AEW.
Yeah, the whole
know?
Rusev line last week.
Yeah.
Seth brought something up last week, I want to say, about AEW. Anytime Cody gets on a microphone, it's an AEW reference. So I mean, this is, it's wrestling, man.
Yeah,
That's what it is. That's what it is.
The one thing I will say though, or another thing, because I've already
Mhm.
said one thing, I'll say
Sure.
another thing, and maybe
Okay.
more things.
Uh-huh.
Is that it doesn't really fucking matter.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's great.
Basically something I saw, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Like that top guy in the industry is saying he doesn't watch the competition. I mean,
Oh, he watches. He
I,
watches.
I work at a television company, and I look at I look at the competition from time to
Yeah.
time. So the guy even went on at one point. He said he hasn't even watched WrestleMania from this.
Nah, I don't believe you.
That's what he says. That's what he says.
Okay. I believe him, but only that he has not watched WrestleMania in its entirety. He did not watch it front to back, night one, beginning segment to the end.
Yeah,
he didn't do that. Okay, so I'll give you points for that. But you watch segments, you watch bits and pieces.
Yeah, well, he's probably seen clips. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Will Ospreay
doesn't he's promoting. He's in the middle of promotion. What else gets clicks? It got our click.
That's true. It really did. Well, I think we're gonna get out of here today. But before we do, please don't forget to click that like button, subscribe, share, do all those things we asked you to do in 2018. Just keep doing it because we love you. There's nothing we love more than you at home. To quote Donald Trump, "You're great. I love you." I don't know. I just like saying it like him. You're great. His voice.
And
then laugh.
Yeah, and at this point, it's now become an impression of an impression, right?
Of an impression of an impression. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna get out of here for City Wrestling Radio. I am Corey Smith.
I am Jason.
And we will see you next time. Take care and have a wonderful day.